Hi everyone, this is English 4's instructional video for week 22. Your assignments for the week are 8, 2, 3, and 4. The learning target this week is I can identify types of rhythm in poetry and write using them. Alright, so we're focusing on sound patterns. These enhance the imagery and reinforce both the tone and the atmosphere of the poem. They can tie related ideas or images to one another or can emphasize significant ideas through repetition. Repeated sound patterns distinguish poetry from prose. Remember, prose is just the written language, anything that's not poetry, like novels and newspaper articles, that's prose, how we speak. Patterns make poetry memorable. We have meter and rhyme. These are most commonly associated with poetry. They're not required. Poems do not have to rhyme. The rhythm of metered poetry is measured in units called feet, which consists of one stressed or accented syllable and one or more unaccented syllables. All right, the most common feet in English poetry are the iamb, the trochee, the anapest, and the dactyl. All right, the iamb. All words have syllables. Some of those syllables are emphasized while others are not emphasized. For example, in the word wallet, we emphasize or stress the first syllable wall and not the second syllable let. These stressed and unstressed syllables in our words form the varying rhythms of our speech. In poetry, an iamb is a unit, usually of 2 syllables, containing an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. It sounds like da-dum. It can be simple or extended, and it forms the meter or rhythm of the lines in a poem. All right, here's an example from Sonnet 18. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. All right, next is the trochee. This metrical foot is made up of a stressed syllable followed by an unstressed syllable, as in dum-da. Think of it as the opposite of an iamb, which was the da-dum. The trochee is a 2-syllable foot that stresses the first syllable, as in the word paper. And here's an example of a trochee. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So we have the stressed and unstressed, stressed and unstressed. Next is the anapest. This foot of poetry is made up of 3 syllables, 2 unstressed syllables followed by a stressed syllable, so da-da-dum. Clement C. Moore's poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," is made up almost entirely of anapests. When you read it out aloud, it sounds like a bunch of da-da-dums strung together. So, "'Twas the night before Christmas went all through the house." So that's your da-da-dum pattern. Next is the dactyl, a 3-syllable foot with a stressed syllable coming first, the mirrored image of the anapest. It seldom appears alone because an unvaried succession of either dactyls or anapests results in a heavy sing-song beat. And here's an example. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, down the mouse ran, hickory dickory dock. So you can see your stressed and unstressed pattern there. All right, for the explore portion, I'd like you to read the information found in this website to learn more about meter, and I have a video for you to watch and some flashcards for you to flip through. So please take a few moments to complete these activities. For the explain portion in a Google Doc, explain feet in meter to me. For the evaluate portion, please take this quiz to see what you learned about meter. For the elaborate portion, choose one of the rhythm patterns that you learned about and write a couple of lines in your Google Doc. And there's a rubric on how you'll be assessed. For the express portion, now that you have worked on learning more about rhythm and poetry, how do you feel about your progress? Please read through these statements and choose the one that best suits you and write that in your Google Doc. And then lastly, for your reflection in your Google Doc, I'd like you to answer the question, what did you find to be the hardest part of this lesson? I know that this stuff can be confusing, but you just need to be exposed to it and just learn about it a little bit. So what was the hardest part for you? All right, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I hope you have a great week. All right, thanks. Bye.